bro. I'm back. Listen, man. Yo, I had a tough couple, like a month, like for like a month or two. It's been like kind of tough. So excuse me. I ain't really been on here with the energy that I usually be on. Even with my dreams, and as I start to speak this, I'm getting a little hot. Like, even with my dreams and the energy and just everything just kind of seemed like uh, a game, right? And sometimes you don't want to play, but sometimes you got to play. If life is a game and you want to stay alive, then you got to play the game to live, right? So that's what I'm getting right here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. She's a newbie. She's a newbie. She's a queen. She's a queen. I'm a spiritual individual. Come get groovy with a goddess. I do curse up on this channel. If you don't like that star, man, by all means, please put an egg in your shrimp crown. God damn, why they hating on nigga, man? First things first, I see how I sell them. So I just said why they hating on them, fam. You know what I'm saying? I think that this because I heard before I got on here, it just came out, blurted out, right? People only do what you let them. Okay, a lot of people, forgive them, they not know what they do, right? But what I'm getting here is a lot of people actually know exactly what the fuck they be doing. So excuse my language. I don't really want to curse too much because I really want to keep it real intelligent right here. Because these is the facts. A lot of people know exactly what they doing. They just hope that they can stop you from doing this. So even if a person doesn't understand metaphysics or the spiritual side or science, that's not really something that's really their forte. I think a lot of people know that the higher self does exist, and the higher self is simply just a higher I wanted to say altitude, but a higher frequency, right? So where like it's like a raincoat, right? You put on the raincoat and it God tells you, right? So I see 88 on my shirt. You might be one of those people where, I know for me, I get a feeling in my knees and then it start to rain. Or you one of those people where you feel like your body is so in tune with the universe that it starts to influence your discernment. And that's the thing that scares others, especially if they come to you with hidden intentions and ulterior motives. Your connection with your spirit or your divinity, it trickles into the physical, because then you begin to evade, or seems like you're avoiding these tower moments that could be happening to you, that people want to happen to you. So for example, you know how you got man-made lakes and then you got the ocean. A lot of problems in not only my life but in other people's lives, a lot of them can be man-made. And if you just because a lake is man-made doesn't mean that you can't drown in it. Okay, so like you got Lake Lanier. Lake Lanier was built on a freaking city where all these people were dominated and abused, right? And now all of a sudden everybody's swimming in the water and they drown, right? And no one knows why. I'm getting that's your energy here. A lot of people come for you, they drown, and for some reason they don't know why. And I'm guessing it's because they didn't really do the research on the history. They saw the water, they saw the calm, they saw a place to play, but they didn't look deeper, okay? And what if they would have looked deeper, they would have saw that this higher self in you could help hundreds. Okay, so this is why I say karma is real. And I don't really harp too much on karma, because you can have dharma and then you can have karma. It's not a karma is not malicious. Karma is like a question mark. It makes you question your actions or your behaviors, right? It's supposed to sit you down. Unfortunately, for some of these spirits and some of these people, or these spirits that inhabit these people, they don't know when to calm down. They don't know when to stop, because they have this false sense of self, or this false sense of you. And this is why they come for you. They don't know who you, only you know who this is here. with this higher self. Only you know who your higher self is. Or if you're blessed enough to have a soul tribe, they know who your higher self is because they have a higher self. Half these people don't even have a fucking higher self. Okay? So don't waste your time. Don't waste your time here. It says, Mr. Make It Happen here. Don't waste your time. Okay? The do's and don'ts. Okay? Monkey see, monkey do here. Okay? See, it's so funny because everybody want to be on monkey shit until they see you doing differently. They're either going to try to attack it, or after a while, once they realize they can't penetrate it, now they want to be this wise being. Now all of a sudden people want to adapt your aura. You may have told people in the beginning, this is the aura you should have. This is how you should treat people. This is how you should speak to people. But no. Okay, or let's love each other. You told people, let's love each other. Let's do this, okay? And yeah, I see reckless driving here. Okay, crash course. Okay, obstacle. Okay, some people want to treat you like the test dummy. But you are not a crash. I just saw FBI here. You're not a crash dummy. Okay, I just saw reckless driving. That makes me think of crash dummy. Okay, you're not a crash dummy. You're not a test subject. Okay, here. When God puts people on this earth, he has a way, he has a idea for them here. Okay, he has an idea for them. He has a purpose for them. You never know where you are. Okay, so I saw Mr. Make It Happen. I say I should have told you how I feel. Okay, you're always where you need to be, right on time. If you just open your mouth and speak, you might realize that you met someone for a reason. I had that happen. I went to the park. I saw a lady with her children. I spoke to her. She was really kind. And she had a resource for me that I wouldn't have been able to get if I didn't open my mouth and speak. And this is why a lot of times these spirits will attack your throat chakra. They will attack your crown chakra. They will attack your belief or your confidence. Okay, when you attack a person's throat chakra, you're then saying, I want this person to second guess themselves. I want this person to be indecisive. That way this confuses this person and it takes a little bit longer, right? So no one can delay us, but we can delay ourselves here. Okay, we can delay ourselves here when we open our minds up and allow people to just dump on it and take shits in it. I'm gonna get ready and wrap this up here. I just saw alone here. Okay, so people may have thought, okay, well, you're alone here. Okay, or is it we all we got here? Okay, somebody could be telling you that they're the only one. They're the only ones in your corner here. But this is, yeah, I just saw a funny feeling here. I just saw a funny feeling. It says funny feeling here. So this is someone saying, oh, we all we got. Yeah, ear hustling in the spirit. Someone is grouping up with you or teaming up with you, or someone is making you their partner in crime. Guys, I'm thinking of Ike and Tina. And when she was singing and he kept like, this is like a disguise, okay? Someone is disguising their abuse as criticism, okay? With this ear hustling and funny feeling, ear hustling in the spirit, okay? Let's love each other. Someone is disguising their abuse under love, under the guise of love, okay? So this is like, I love you, so I'm going to tell you this, but this hurts you, and someone knows this. Or I love you, so I'm going to say this, but you have a funny feeling about this, or someone has a funny feeling. Spiritual death. Okay, I wanted you to be perfect, yet I'm nowhere near it. Spiritual death here. So people hold you to standards that they don't even hold themselves to. Okay. People hold you to standards. Okay, so it says higher self. I wanted you to be perfect, yet I'm nowhere near it. This is like someone saying, well, why aren't you? Well, when you see someone building a house And this is my favorite analogy. You see someone building a house, you see someone laying the bricks. A person walks by, you say, hey, you mind passing me that brick right there? I just gotta put it over here. Oh, no, I'm busy. Da-da-da. Okay, that's cool. Don't worry about it. They keep walking. They come back a week later. The house is halfway built. How you doing? How you doing? And you speak, they speak, and they keep walking. You build your house. For some reason, as soon as the lights come on, and you put your key into the door, and they walk by, and you be like, how you doing? And they be like, hey, how you doing? You know, actually, it's a party at such and such. You think you want to come? Oh, no, I'm okay. Why not? Something like that here. Okay. There's even some people who will break you down while you build. Okay. You're building and someone is seeing that you're building. It's almost like, you can't even build the fucking house. It's like, you lay a brick and you be like, ooh, I got it. And you be like, hey, you know, I just started on my house, da-da-da. And then you go home somewhere else and then you come back and you be like, where'd my brick go? But whole time, this other person isn't even making the house. They're just putting the bricks in the backyard, just letting the bricks just be. All because they don't want you to build your shit. Okay? You shouldn't use bricks. You should use rocks. This is whoever this is, they've been warned numerous times to stop. They've been warned numerous times. Job interview. Okay, dream hacks. These thoughts aren't yours. Dream hacks, these thoughts aren't yours. Okay, with this confusion, it's just confusion and frustration. Okay, it's like you make progress, but then someone else doesn't speak on the progress. They just speak on the problem, and now you're in your head about the problem when you forgot that you just found a solution. Okay, this is all a distraction. With this, these thoughts aren't yours. This is just a distraction here. Okay, you are perfectly fine. You are where you need to be. Okay, I don't care what it look like. Okay, it get hard out here for everybody. Okay, it gets hard out here for everybody. No one person can tell you where you supposed to be, how you supposed to get there, and who you supposed to go there with. Okay, if you want to get to your higher self, you can get there. Okay, period. I don't care who you are. You could be a granny of somebody. No, if you are not with me, you're against me. Okay. But a lot of people, they having this funny feeling that with all this ear hustling in the spirit, someone is going to have to be honest. At some point in time, they're going to have to be honest about themselves in the rocks that they threw. Or in this case, the rocks that they took. Because I just said somebody took bricks while you was building something and they was just throwing it in the backyard. They wasn't building shit. They ain't even make a patio. They ain't make a barbecue pit. They ain't do nothing. So how you sitting here taking bricks from somebody else stuff, but you ain't built nothing? You just got the bricks in the back of your house. Okay, so that's what that is. I wanted you to be perfect, yet I'm nowhere near it. Okay, this is very much bully energy here. Okay, unhealed people, traumatized people, and this is my thing. Yeah, okay, yeah, this person has disabilities. Okay, know too much for their own good. This could be somebody who's older here. Okay, live breaking news here. Okay, somebody is too smart for their own good, but this is not wise. This is smart aleck. Okay, this is smart ass. Okay, this is narcissism asshole-ish. Okay. With this person has disabilities, dream hacks, know too much for your own good. Okay, with this ear hustling in the spirit, it says know too much for own good, ear hustling in the spirit. So everyone who is on this earth, I do believe have a purpose and they have abilities. Whether they acknowledge them or not, they have them. And I was just hearing that, and I totally agree with that. Everyone has their own path and their own purpose. But when you get to ear hustling in the spirit, and you get to playing with dream hacks, and you get to trying to influence the person mind, talking about these thoughts are not your own, and you are spilling all of this bullshit into a person, and you know exactly what you're doing and what could come out of it, you're going to be the one who's going to be exposed. Okay, someone is going to have to deal with all of this shit they dished out. Okay, you have to deal with that. You have to sit with that. You're the one who knows too much for your own good. That's just not my problem. Okay, a lot of these people karma, a lot of these people bullshit is not your problem. Okay, you might be the type of person, you don't even put your problems on others. Like I hear with the underdog here, you don't even put your problems on others. That's the thing. Yeah, you're meant to be understood. Okay, you're the type to be like, okay, goodbye, like, okay, fine, that's okay, cool, whatever. Okay, even when you got a funny feeling about something, you're just like, okay, you pray, you leave it at that. Okay, but half of these people, they don't leave it at that. They do more shit, and more shit on top of more shit. Okay, so y'all, you're meant to be misunderstood, y'all, and you are highly protected at this time. Okay, it says heavy protection here. You are highly protected at this time. Even if you don't feel like it, if you don't see it, just know you protected. Okay, and as long as God got your back, baby, it don't matter who trying to stab you in your heart or your back. Peace.